Hey guys, what's up? This is Megan with Austin Underground, and I'm here with the Pantones.
Hi.
How are you guys doing today?
We're good.
Good, yeah, good. Everyone's
Really good.
Okay, good. Why don't we go through and like introduce yourselves, say your name, and like what instrument you play, because a lot of people maybe won't know.
Hello, I'm Angeline and I play bass.
I'm Isabel, I'm lead vocals, and I play second guitar, synths, and yeah,
Tambourine.
that's it. A tambourine.
And I'm Madeline, and I play lead guitar and synths.
Excellent. And you guys have been here for, when did you guys land?
March 11th.
March 11th. So you've been here for a little bit. Have you guys been to see any shows at South by or anything like that?
Yeah, check this out.
Dang, you started a collection.
Just one.
Excellent. So who did you guys go see?
Well, last night we went to finally see Pantones DC.
Okay.
I've been really wanting to see them because I'm really into like Idols and Ice Age and all of that. We want to see a band from LA who we really recommend called French Vanilla, and they're playing today. Oh, they're so good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anybody else that's memorable?
And then I went to go see another like dream pop indie band called Seisumi, who are from Korea.
I went to see them.
Oh really?
So
I love them so
They're
much.
excellent.
Yeah.
They're so good. Okay, what are some of your favorite songs that you're listening to now that are maybe like influencing your sound or?
Man, I've got to look at
Who
my
wants to go first?
I gotta look at my music.
Any artists that you're a big fan of right now?
We like was it Seven Rings by Ariana Grande?
Seven Rings.
It's a bop. You can't go wrong with Seven Rings. All right. That's it. That's the only one. What do you guys do in your free time? I know two of you are still in high school.
Yeah.
So what do you do besides being in an awesome band and going to school?
Hang out with them. Yeah.
Yeah, we just go
Hang out.
we go thrifting and like go catch shows if there's any in LA. And like literally all we do is just drive around and just go places.
And then I work in an art museum back in LA, so I'm always just like there, standing.
Just standing there. Just, nobody knows that you're in the Pantones. You're just like.
Well, actually, like my coworkers have like caught on that I was like in the band, and then they found out I was like in South by Southwest, and they're like, "Oh, we have a celebrity here," and I'm like, "Guys, stop!" It's like,
so cool.
it makes me so embarrassed. So I'm like, man.
And like at school, do like your classmates know that you're in a band?
They know, but
So-
they just don't comment on it.
You don't need them.
Honestly. Yeah, everyone's like so great here. And then
That's good. You guys like have the crowds been like really nice? Have you met a lot of people who are fans?
definitely, and then I've like been surprised that I've seen like recurring faces in some of our shows. I'm like, that's so sweet that like people are actually like
Coming to see us.
yeah, multiple times.
I love that. Okay, and your families, like how did you guys get into music? Do you have like musical families or are you like first generation musicians?
So for me, my family, like on my dad's side, have always been playing classical music.
Okay.
Whether it's like piano and such. So I grew up taking classical music lessons. But other than that, like I don't know, but like we've always been like big fans of music, and like my family, we're always going to shows. So it's always been. Oh, of course, there's always something going on, so we're kind of like, yeah.
Love it. What about you guys?
Yeah, just self-taught. My dad had like a Fender. It wasn't even a Strat. It was like a Starcaster. So it was like kind of like a first act guitar. And then so I just sort of learned on that. And then yeah, like after meeting these two and like starting everything, like it helped me like progress more in like skills and stuff and developing that.
Now we're gonna talk about like your sound. It's very cool, and I think it's really unique. Like I don't think I've heard things that are similar, but like there's some kind of like touch in there. I don't know. So like what kind of where do you get your inspiration for your sound? Do you guys listen to anything that you kind of try to sound like?
We sort of, we kind of been a big fan of sort of British kind of indie scenes in the 80s. So a lot of that would have to do with like Sarah Records, Creation Records, and all of that. So there's an element that we've always been such a big fan of. I guess like melancholy.
Yeah, like it sounds happy, but it like has the undertones of like not happy, like that melody.
Yeah, I feel that in y'all's music too. Like, yeah, totally.
And I think like a lot of sort of like, especially like the guitar tones with it, we try to make it sound like, you know, not as authentic as we can, but it's definitely like a big inspiration, you know, to have like these bands like Trash Can Sinatra's and like all these jangle guitar and like kind of implement it.
Yeah, that's cool. And also, you like your visual style. You guys have like a whole aesthetic going. It's so cool. It's like 60s, kind of like retro. I don't know. It's so cool. Do you guys like? Was that like a conscious decision, like for the band, or is it just kind of like your individual styles that you developed?
I think it is our individual styles.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of us we have a lot of the same interests, whether that's like art films, like for example, like I like to think that we dress like 1967 Jean-Luc Godard characters.
Absolutely. I was gonna say like straight out of one of those like film noir or something.
So we gravitate towards a lot of those type of fashions, and then like before we were even in a band, we were always just bonding over clothing.
That's cool.
Vintage clothing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you were all like friends before you started the band, right?
Definitely, yeah.
Well, we're sisters,
Right.
so we grew
Okay,
up.
yeah.
But I met Isabel in high school, and I saw her the first day on orientation, and I lost her, and I found her again.
I didn't see her, but
I saw you.
I saw her.
She saw me later. I was wearing a Beatles sweater, and she was wearing a Beatles shirt. And I'm like,
no, I was wearing.
right?
Oh wait,
You
on the
were
orientation.
No, you're wearing a Who shirt at the
Oh, okay.
orientation.
But on the other time I saw her, yeah, I was wearing a Beatles shirt,
And I was like, hey, nice shirt.
and I was like, you too.
Instant bonding experience.
yeah.
That's so cool. Awesome. Okay, and you guys write your own music, lyrics, music, and everything, or do you have like a team?
So I usually write. Most of the songs that are out at the moment, I wrote by myself, with music and lyrics and everything. So, because I'm kind of a control freak when it comes to my own creative stuff. So I'm like, okay, guys, like you're gonna play this, and then you're gonna sing this. We've been sort of working together to kind of write more songs and like as a group effort, not just like one person being like, you do this, you know.
Cool. So do you have anything in the works right now, or maybe like an EP, another EP, or like an album maybe?
We are trying to write songs right now. We want to write like a Jesus and Mary chain, like sounding song, and then we're gonna film a music video that's inspired by. Well, it's gonna be like a homage to Agnes Varda.
Okay.
There's like a short film that she did called Uncle Yanko. Yeah, so we're gonna do that sort of bit, and I think that'll be really fun.
Yeah, that's cool. And the music videos you guys have out right now, did you like edit those yourselves?
Do you even know it was done by Maddie? But For the Ones Who Love You was done by me. And it's actually like just kind of like stock footage videos of like LA, and like the whole like premise of the song that Maddie was trying to do was like suburbs LA kind of thing, and like having us be like from the suburbs of LA. I put a lot of like things that like connected to us. So like there's things of like the Donahoe and La Puente, because like I go to the swamp meet there all the time, and I always pass by, and that place has always been there since the 60s. And I just love like San Gabriel Valley in the 60s and like the 50s and stuff. Like that's something that like really means a lot to me. So I was like, I have these footage, I'm gonna put them in.
Yeah, might as well, right? That's really cool. They turned out really well, and I think it goes really well with like your sound and everything. No problem. So, what do you guys have any like plans for the future? What do you see for the future of the Pantones? Or you just kind of like ride in the wave?
We have a couple shows coming back home, but like I think that's about it for now.
Not too far in the future.
Yeah, like we're kind of just seeing where things go, because originally when we first started, we were just having fun, because like we just got invited to like one show, and we're like, we're just gonna play this one show and have fun and like write music. But like we thought that we were just gonna play that one show, but all of a sudden one show became another show, and it just went so much farther than we thought.
Yeah, we like don't really set things out. Like, of course we have like, I guess like hopes of like places we'll play, but we don't really go like, oh, okay, in 2 months like we have to play this place, and like, you know, we have to get this far along. Yeah, we just sort of like ride the wave kind of, and then like I think it's like more surprising and more like of a cool experience like when you find out, oh, we are gonna play this place, like that's really cool.
Like when we found out that we got accepted to South by Southwest.
Yeah,
we were
that was
basically
crazy.
screaming. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
When we got that like the email, I was like almost in tears. It was so amazing.
Because we've never been outside of California, you know, as a band, right? So it was like a huge thing for us to be like in a plane and like.
That's really cool. How have the shows been? Like, have you noticed the difference in like the audiences, or like, how does it compare to playing back home?
The audiences here, they come so much more closer to the stage. Because at home, they're so far from us. And like it's just like we're playing through like a big gap and then the people. But this time it's like a little gap and then the people. So like that feels better to see their faces more. That's cool.
Does it make you nervous at all?
Maybe if I stare at them too long, but like usually I don't get nervous on stage. I get nervous before the show. But when I'm on stage, I usually just like grip really hard. So I don't get nervous.
We were talking about this yesterday because we played this one show, and then my dad was there, and he was like, I saw your hand like playing the keyboard shaking. And I was like, I wasn't even that nervous, but like I just like, I guess it's sort of like my natural impulse to like have my hands be really shaky. So I was like playing keys like this. But I mean, yeah, I don't like, I'm usually like pretty like multitasking and busy like with either playing synths or like guitar and stuff while singing, so I don't like look at the crowd too much, but like I feel their presence, and I think like, you know, their energy like feeds off of like how we play and stuff, and the crowds here have been really
So
lovely.
good. Yeah, everybody's so nice over here.
I know they really are.
Yeah, I don't know, because like sometimes in LA, I think it depends on like what bill you get put onto, because like if you're put onto a bill where the music's not similar, then maybe people might be a little bit more like hostile. Not hostile, but like, you know, yeah, they'd be put off, and then they'd be on their phone the whole time, which is okay, you know.
Like I feel like usually when the audience is not reacting, we get really nervous. Like that's when we get really nervous, is when everyone's just staring at us and we're like, am I allowed to say fuck? Like,
Go for it.
yeah, so we're just like, fuck.
We've played so many venues like that. Where like we played some venues like where it's just our parents.
Oh yeah, like our parents, and then like the sound people, and those are the only people in the crowd. We've done so many shows, and you know, it's disheartening at first, you know, but I feel like every band experiences it in some way, you know, and I guess it puts you back, you know, like to appreciate the shows where it's a little bit bigger. You're like, oh man, this is really great.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So thanks for hanging out. I think that's it. That's all we're gonna. No problem. I'm a big fan. So
Yeah, you have a nice shirt.
thank you. You know, I got it last night. I know. I tried really hard. Thank you. So that's it. Check them out. They're on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Bandcamp, everywhere. YouTube. Everywhere. Just look them up, the Pantones, and make sure to follow Austin Underground and check out our website, austinunderground.org. Thanks for watching. See you next time.